Okay, this is Dash Show Rose here, back with more videos. This time, I'm going to be reviewing The Secret Life of Pets 2. Yeah, this is like another sequel of Illumination. Illumination's made so many sequels, they really have. Anywho, let's talk about The Secret Life of Pets 2. I gotta go downstairs because I realized my paper is downstairs. Sorry about that. I figured I'll talk about it on the way there, though. The Secret Life of Pets 2, though, is a movie, Illumination film that came out in 2019, There's supposed to be some that came out in 2020, but then COVID-19 happened, so, yeah, that happened. Anywho, just like I stated in my, Grinch movie, that I thought this was how it was on the box cover of my case, on my Blu-ray thing, because Max here looks pissed. He looks pissed here. Apparently it says, "Don't laugh." Like he has a sign on his neck saying, "Don't laugh." I mean, no one was laughing, actually, surprisingly, at his cone. Yeah, they gave him a comb on his head, and he had that throughout pretty much a lot of the movie. But I basically went into this movie kind of blind. I kind of did. I kind of went to this film kind of blind. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I mean, I have never seen. This is the first Illumination film I've never seen before. I've seen the trailer, but not the movie. I got the vibes that it was about superheroes and a Max's and Duke's owner having a baby and yeah, it's pretty much it. I think there was some. Oh yeah, there was Harrison Ford was in the movie too, as one of the dogs. But that's basically it. I didn't really know. I think there may have been some other stuff. I'm not sure, but I basically went into this film kind of not knowing what it's about. And this film is so boring. It is so boring. I'm not gonna lie, it's boring. I gave Illumination's other films a slip, because they had some interesting stuff. This one is just so boring. I mean, I feel like none of the plots really go anywhere. They just... Basically, this may be the first film I'm reviewing that has 3 different plots that they focus on. They have a plot where Max and Duke are at the farm, and then they have, a plot where we see, the bunny, and he has a new name, which I forgot, and then we forgot his new name, because his little girl named him, and then we have, Gidget, we have her, in her plot, trying to be a cat. The weakest of it has to be Gidget being actually, the weakest has to be, not Gidget. That's actually still entertaining, her being a cat. But the most unentertaining part is Max and Duke at the farm. It's just, it looks beautiful. Trust me, it's really beautiful. It's nice to see, them in a different location besides New York. It looks so gorgeous. But it's just so boring. It really is. It's just boring. I mean, they meet this dog, Duke and Max meet this dog that's voiced by Harrison Ford. I don't even know his name. I don't think they ever addressed his name. So I just call him Harrison Ford because I don't know his name. So Harrison Ford is a grumpy, one of those grumpy, dog characters. He's kind of an asshole. Not as bad as Max was in the first movie, but he's kind of an asshole, and I mean, it's just, I mean, I was hoping they would give him a backstory, explain why he's just frustrated, but they never do. They never give him a backstory. They don't give him a backstory, so we never know who he really is or whatever. He's just a grump, I guess. It's just so bland and boring, and then we got a plot where the rat, like I said, the rabbit, that's the other plot. There's also one with Gidget and pretending to be a cat just to get a toy for Max. It's somewhat entertaining, but it's not really that entertaining. The bunny plot, however, is the best plot because we get to see him in action again, and we see him, help this dog free a tiger who's being abused by this one guy. Apparently he's a villain, which I don't know his name either. I don't think they ever addressed his name either. I don't remember them ever addressing his name either, but he's a weak villain too. He's not that interesting of a villain. I mean, Despicable Me has had some really good villains, but for The Secret Life of Pets, yeah, this villain's not very good. He's better than the Lorax's villain, Short's a lot, him, he's a little shorty. I don't like him, I really don't. He's not really a good villain, but this one's not much better. He is better than the Lorax's villain, but he's not, that interesting. And they kind of run him over, but I would have loved to see what would have made him an even better villain if he had an actual death. I think that's what Illumination may be missing, is we don't get to see any villains die. None of them die. They all just they get defeated at the end. They either go to jail or something happens, but we never see them die. But I think they are going in the right direction. They're trying to make, more interesting villains. They may be getting the right direction like this, but just the film is just so boring and forgettable. I don't see really, and there's some memorable moments. There are. I mean, Max and Duke, hanging out with this kid, of their owner. That's somewhat interesting. We get to see them bond and all that. And it's just, it's nice. But again, we get introduced to the Harrison Ford dog. We get introduced to him, but he's not that interesting. And maybe this would have been better if it was shorts, not a movie. Because maybe they could have split this up into shorts, because I feel like that would have been better. There are some deleted scenes, not really a whole lot, but there's one that I want to point out where Duke is sniffing I think, goat's butt or something. I think it's a goat or deer, I don't know. It gets kicked in the face, that's pretty funny, but that wasn't included in the movie. Yeah, this movie is just not very good. It's not, god-awful, but it's not very entertaining. It's kind of, we get a cool car sequence, but we had that in the first movie. We had a car sequence in the first movie, and although this one's better, but we've kind of already seen this before. I mean, it was nice to see the wolves, attacking Max. That was somewhat entertaining, and it was somewhat entertaining, but again, it's just not that interesting. I mean the fights are somewhat interesting, but it takes until the end of the movie to actually see it. But it just feels kind of, it's a beautiful movie. Unlike the last one, the first one, this one's taking place in the spring, so we see flowers in New York, which is nice, but again, I wish the movie was a little bit better. And the bunny doesn't feel as psychotic as he was in the first movie. Again, he has a change of heart because, he loves humans now, but they could have still made him a little bit psychotic, but he just feels like a coward. It made him a coward. Beating the whole purpose of the first movie, he just feels like a coward, and we don't even get to see that that Falcon bird from the first movie either. He doesn't make an appearance. I will admit, a lot of the characters are not they're not really unlikable like the first movie. Like, well, Max was the only one that was unlikable, but Harrison Ford's he's kind of unlikable. Again, I'm gonna call him Harrison Ford because I don't know his freaking name because I don't remember them addressing it. But he's not like a complete asshole. I mean, I would have loved it if they would have gave him a backstory to show maybe he lost his wife or maybe something happened to his owner. Maybe that's why he's the way he is. We don't get a backstory though, not like the first movie with Duke. It just feels kind of bland and boring. I don't know what else to really say. I guess I could point this out because I forgot to point this out when I was doing the Grinch movie. That the Grinch movie was the first movie that was remade into CGI that I actually enjoyed. A lot of times I prefer 2D animated movies over CGI, but I think the Grinch movie was a pretty good CGI over the 1960s, movie and stuff. Also, with the coincidence there is, I made the video and uploaded it on the same day. I made the video on the same day I uploaded it, which was a day before Betty White died. And she was in the movie. So yeah, that was a pretty coincidence. Not a good coincidence because I miss Betty White, but still a coincidence in a way. I just figured I'd point that out. But yeah, I just don't think this movie's that entertaining. And let's see if there's any other enjoyable moments. Well, the characters again, they're not like annoying or anything. I just don't feel like they're as entertaining. And I do like seeing Duke and Max with their kid. I thought, like, watching the movie, I was like, oh great, they're gonna make Max an asshole again because he stated he doesn't like kids. So I was worried that was gonna ruin the movie a bit, and it didn't. Apparently they don't focus on it at all. He just mentions it at the beginning of the movie. I guess I could state this too, that in the airport scene where we meet where we find out about the whole Tiger being tortured by this villain I mentioned it doesn't have a name. Apparently we see the airport lady. I forgot what they call those people, but she looks a lot like the one from Despicable Me 2. She does. Like when Lucy's in the plane, she looks just like her. I don't know why they did that, but I guess they did. Also, I should worth mentioning this too, because this is what really shocked me. This really shocked me in the movie. I know this movie being boring, it actually shocked me. It did shock me. Apparently the old dog, he actually makes an appearance in this movie again. He's supposed to keep the tiger for a night. Because the kids, the dog kids he was, I guess, watching and teaching, gave him the puppy eyes. So they kept the dog overnight, and he teared up the TV. Apparently ate it. So when this one puppy was mad, apparently the old dog said, "Now you've done it." He's pissed. I'm not kidding. The old dog literally said a bad word. He said pissed. I'm not joking. I rewind it a few times. I did. I rewind it. I even turned it up real loud the last time I heard the word pissed. So he used the word pissed in a kid's movie. That's pretty, I know that Shrek used the word ass in DreamWorks, but the difference is ass is a donkey. He's preferring donkey as an ass because an ass is a donkey. Pissed is just another word, a stronger word for mad. Just like Max in this cover here is pissed. But yeah, I don't know. I thought there was some interesting moments, but there's just not really a whole lot. I mean, it's not awful. It's just very generic and kind of boring. And again, we don't get like I said, we don't get a backstory with this Harrison Ford dog either. So I feel like it's just kind of pointless, honestly. I'm trying to think here if I want to give this film a meh or a bad. I'm really thinking on this. I'm really thinking, do I want to give this film a meh or a bad? Again, it's not frustrating. It's just boring and bland. But again, some of the characters new ones that introduced are entertaining. Like the small dog that was sending, this bunny on the superhero mission, from the first movie, sending it on a mission to save the tiger was somewhat entertaining. I think I'm going to give it a meh. It's definitely getting a meh. But here's the thing. It's a low meh. I think I'm going to give this one... I'm going to give it... I'm going to give it 41 points. That's right, 41 points. This movie is just, it's so close to bad. It really is. If it weren't for the car scene at the end, it probably would get a bad. It's just so forgettable. I guess I could watch it every so often and just watch it every so often, maybe just for the funs. Because you can see the characters in the first movie on there, well, most of them, except for the bird, he doesn't make an appearance. But again, it's just so bland and boring. I don't find it really a rewatchable film. I just don't. And this is every Illumination film reviewed so far. Okay, I think it's time I could probably wait to do this. I could probably wait because we have 2 more films before the Mario movie comes out. But I figured I'll go ahead and do this now. I had to come downstairs because I left my paper down there. But as we look here, we got Despicable Me that got a good, but it got an 87. Hop got good, but 100 points. Honestly, that film I'm kind of, questioning, honestly, because I'm like, I don't know if it deserved 100 points. Maybe it still was a good film, but I don't think it was that good. But I don't know, I may redo the video later down the road. The Lorax got 46 points, and it was, meh. Despicable Me got 2 got 120, and it was good. The Minions movie got meh and 46 points, which was a coincidence because that's what the Lorax got. I wasn't even planning it. It just got that. It was just a coincidence. I just looked at the paper and realized that. Because I had to rewatch some of my older videos to see that. I had to write the points down because I forgot to do that. And then, the Secret Life of Pets got 120 points. The first one did. And Despicable Me, the scene got good and 100 points. Despicable Me 3 got good and 98. The Grinch got meh, 68 points. And then the Secret Life of Pets 2, like I said, is a meh, but it's a low meh. So I'm trying to think here what I want to do. Well, let's see here. That's a lot of mess. A lot of mess. That's a lot of mess. I mean, there's some goods, But I think literally over half the films are meh. Well, I guess some of them are actually, a lot of them are good. They're actually, more of them are rated good. But here's the thing: a lot of them are not rated good. So I think I'm gonna have to do meh. That's right. This is getting a meh. Illumination is getting a meh review for their films. That's honestly not very good. I mean, it's not bad. Again, I've been kind of, being nice to Illumination. Again, it's not bad, but if you compare it to other studios, I mean, I've seen like a lot of DreamWorks films and Blue Sky and stuff. It's just a lot of them are, again, a lot of them got 100 points or above. But the thing is Illumination, their films are not as good as like others. I just grade them on how decent they were and how many flaws they had. If you compare them to like Madagascar films or Ice Age, well, the first few, and then the Peanuts movie and all that, they're not really as good. I'm not gonna lie. And here's another thing too. Out of all the Illumination films, out of all 10 of them, only 6 are originals, and 2 out of the 6 are movies that were Dr. Seuss ones. So Illumination hasn't been making a lot of original films, and the thing is Despicable Me has had 2 sequels, and it has 2 spin-offs. The Rise of Gru is well, I should call them prequels, but the Rise of Gru is coming out this year. So yeah, that's not very good. That's really not that good. But again, Illumination isn't bad. It's not bad, but I think they could do better, honestly. I feel like, I don't know, it's just, I don't hate Illumination. I'm not like other people. I don't hate them. I have a different taste for the movies. I don't mind if other people hate them, but I personally don't think they're that bad, but I don't know. We have 2 more films, though, to go through before well, we have 2 more films to go through before the Mario movie comes out, because it's coming out in the Christmas. So hopefully the Mario movie will be really good. It may be. I don't know. Again, that's going to be made by the people who made Teen Titans Go. They're going to have celebrity guests. So hopefully it turns out to be good, because I really want it to be. I want Illumination to do well. We need competition. We need competition with Pixar and Sony Pictures and all that. I mean, Sony Pictures, I hear, started off very badly and then got better as they went on. That's according to one of the YouTubers that ranked the videos did. I mean, the movies did. He mentioned that. So maybe Illumination may get better too. I don't know. It's just I keep seeking sequels. I want to see new stuff. Secret Life of Pets 2 is okay because there's only been one Secret Life of Pets. But for Despicable Me, there's now 5 movies. They're making the 5th one's coming out. Like I said, it's the Rise of Gru. It's coming out. I don't know when, but it's coming out. So there's 5 movies, and they're making a 4th one down the road apparently for the Despicable Me movies. It's just ridiculous. It's like Ice Age, honestly. It's not very good. But I mean, the movies, like I said, I grade the Despicable Me movies. They're all honestly not that bad. They really aren't. But I don't know. I just know that I'm not really sure what to, I mean, again, I enjoyed going through these and reviewing these. Again, these movies were not hard to sit through, except the last one. That one was really hard to sit through, which was The Secret Life of Pets 2. I didn't think it was awful. Like I said, it's a meh. It's 41 points, but yeah, it's not very good. So far, Illumination has not made a bad film, but I'm waiting for them to do that. And I hope it's not Mario. I want Mario to do well. I want it to do well, so it's good for Illumination, and it's good for them to make more Mario shows and cartoons down the road. But anywho, this is Dash Show Rose. I think it's time I let this go. Again, I enjoyed doing these reviews. I will be doing 2 more of them, and then I'll be doing Blue Sky in the spring. I'm looking forward to Blue Sky. I love Blue Sky. So far, this is the bottom of the list. If I rank them so far, I haven't ranked any other studios, so I can't really say, but the stuff I've seen, yeah, the Illumination's definitely at the bottom. But that could change. Maybe Sony Pictures may be at the bottom. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Anywho, this is Dash Show Rose. I hope you guys enjoyed the Illumination videos. I have 2 more down the road until the Mario movie comes out. And after that, I will be reviewing the Mario movie. Anywho, this is Dash Show Rose out.